Was for the people before the revolution, or since '69. For the first few years it was okay, and then it started to go downhill in 1977.
People were properly dressed and they had enough to eat, but it was not a rich country. The houses were falling down, the place looked shabby and in a mess. If you walked through some parts of the town, you would find sewage spilling around in the streets and nobody doing anything about it.
Benghazi was treated very badly by Gaddafi because most of the opposition people came from Benghazi.
Libya has the 10th largest oil reserves in the world. But the wealth of the land was amassed by Gaddafi and very little was distributed. Benghazi's infrastructure remained in a very poor condition.
Libya has so much income, but Libyan people has never ever benefited from that income. Since 1985, if I can remember correctly, there was no school or hospital built at all. Nothing. Imagine for 25 years, the city hasn't seen any expansion.
People realized that it couldn't go on, that it was an intolerable situation, that they were simply being told what to do by this man who was becoming more and more remote.
For many years, Gaddafi tried to silence political dissent. People were frequently imprisoned, killed or exiled. One of the biggest crimes under Gaddafi's regime remained a secret. In Benghazi today, rows and rows of portraits of the martyrs are adorned in the city centre, including some of the victims of what is now known as the Abu Salim prison massacre.
One example of the worst side of Libyan life, if you like, was the terrible massacre in Abu Salim prison.
It started when the prisoners uprised against the prison officers.
Out of desperation, these people got hold of this guard and demanded to talk with someone about their situation.
One of the stories we heard that they've gathered them on the prison yard. They had their troops on top of the roof, and then they start shooting them. In 3 hours, they've gunned down 1,270 prisoners.
There was